Start streaming. I'm a little nervous, Artem. Trying to get all this to work. Alright, it says we're live. I don't know if that means we really are live or not, but there we go. Artem's playing the applause on the audio. YouTube, you didn't get the applause. I apologize. You guys didn't get the applause. But if you want to hear the applause and all the crazy things that Artem is going to do during this, you're going to have to listen to it. The high quality audio of this is going to be on Spotify and all that other stuff and yada yada yada. But anyway, Artem, how are you, brother?
I'm good. How are you? It's cricket. It's cricket. You got the wrong one.
I just picked a random button.
Hey, that was a good one. That was a good one.
Yeah, I'm good, man. I'm good, man. You've torn a pec or something.
Yeah. Can YouTube see the?
Oh, jeez. Yeah, let's get it out.
Oh, you know what? I think I can feel.
It looks better than Travis Bajan's pec tear when he did it.
It's not as purple, so like I'm still scared.
It's a minor one though, I guess.
It's a karma because I have quit arm wrestling, yet I continue doing it, and the guy was like, "Well, here for you for the clickbait."
Nice. Now I don't know if we've got anyone actually watching this on YouTube.
We got 28 people. So
oh, we've got 28 people. There we go. It's not giving me the update on this screen.
Yeah, it's like
It's yeah. But anyway, well, welcome to the 28 people watching on YouTube. Hopefully you guys can hear this. Leave us a comment. This is the first time we've done a podcast live like this.
I'm gonna let them know.
Oh yeah, okay, there we go. I can see some comments now. So yeah, guys, let us know if all's going well with the audio and that sort of stuff. I do apologize if it sucks. If it does suck, you're gonna get the 100% clear audio when you listen to this on Spotify later. So it will be it'll be on all good platforms.
Hey. I want to start this podcast with a question that happened to come from Neil Pickup's comment last weekend.
Yes.
When I was begging Neil Pickup. I was on my knees in my car. I want to be a WL. And he goes like, "You suck. You need to go hunting." He called like 3 terrible names, like some bumps, like Brendan Dye and shit. But anyway, he goes that Craig Sanders will absolutely destroy me, and he will destroy you.
You said Craig Sanders would destroy me.
He said he will you will not.
Neil Pickup said Craig Sanders would destroy me.
Craig Sanders is completely
Nah,
Craig
Neil.
Sanders is here. Ryan Bowen is here.
That's way too much British bias. No way. I've met Craig Sanders. I know he's genuinely elite at his level, but like he didn't win the IFA Worlds.
But Michael, you know what? Craig Sanders is an interesting person because he is a not kind of elite, but high level lightweight guy.
Yeah. But
we don't know how good he is with average 200-pound guy. Right, that's where like.
Well, I hopefully I'm a little bit above the average 200-pound guy now.
I don't think so.
I think that I feel like if I got into a match with Craig, I would take the insurance policy. If I tried to top roll him, maybe he's super fast like a mini Craig Touye and could turn me in. But if I just committed to going in with him, he's not going to take my risk because I'm taller than him. And if he goes in the hook, I just feel like I could just absorb his attempts.
And I think it was 2017, me and him were at WL finals, and I'm feeling cocky, right? I've been training, like I'm kind of strong, and he's late. They're about to give him a loss, right? He's in the bathroom, like, no, wait, no, I'm going to pull him, blah, blah, blah. He comes in there, I'm thinking I'm going to beat him in a hook. Ready. I never got beat, and then I got beat by another Australian in the same time.
Nice, an Australian.
Yeah, I didn't know. I got so pissed when it was.
Kyle Howarth or someone?
Probably was so. I thought it was just only Jordan Davis.
Yeah, it was Kyle Howarth. Kyle Howarth's a pretty decent inside pull. He's got a press, got a good hook.
Yeah, I pulled him super dumb. So we go. I feel comfortable against him, but he's pressing me down, and instead of lifting him, I was doing like sideways, like dude, it doesn't change the vector of my thing, so it was horrible.
Cool. So, hey, I want to just answer a couple of questions that people are talking about here on YouTube because I can see you guys asking some comments. So keep them coming, and if you've got any comments specifically for Artem or myself, hit us up and we'll we'll talk some stuff about it. I can see a couple of people saying the audio is off. Is that just one, or is it really off? We've still got people watching, so I think it's on. But anyway, maybe it's off for that one individual. But anyway, the Chance Shaw. Everyone's asking about Chance Shaw, so we got to talk about Chance.
Yeah. So I asked you earlier, have you Chance talked after the match?
We did. I think Chance. I think Chance did well at swallowing his frustration and just acknowledging that.
Did he?
He did. I could see that it was hard for him to do. I know he wanted to win, and I think I don't know how much of Chance's build up was genuine belief that he was going to win 6-0, and how much of it was just to try to hype it up and talk smack and try to make me
I think he
intimidated.
was confident he's going to win 6-0. I think he was confident.
Yeah. Okay. Well, if that was the case, it would have been real hard for him to acknowledge the win, and no, he congratulated me at the end, but he did. We did talk about. We were both frustrated, really, that we discovered after the match that the strap was not the fairest strap, and the effect of that was it felt pretty dramatic. It was like it felt near impossible to keep your wrist when the buckle's on your side. It really did. It was just like, well, there's nothing I can do.
Well, yeah, both of you go for the same style, and both of you getting different moves on a different side. So
Yeah.
he started with kind of an advantage because he was on the good side already, right?
Yeah.
So he only messed up by losing on false when he was on the good side, and that changed a lot of things. Because I'm like, as soon as you beat him after it, I knew it was gonna go 1-1-1 because I'll keep switching sides, and then he messed up by elbow falling.
Had he have kept his elbow on the pad and just been patient, he probably wins that round because I'm like compromised.
Mm-hmm.
But it's without a doubt, I've looked at the footage now. His elbow came off like 1.5 inches off the
but
back.
at the same time, I just think it will have changed a lot of things. He will have won that round.
Yeah.
But at the same time, as I predicted, because I'm amazing at predicted, because I predicted I didn't know who's gonna win. I just bet $20 on you because you pay me money, so it was obvious thing to do. But at the same time, I was thinking that Chance's truly lying to himself about his endurance and his wrist, he will gas out eventually, and that will happen. So you can see in the second match that he is already like going off a little bit.
Yeah, his wrist was gassing. I could feel that even out of straps, and I think that's had we just kept on going till someone led by 2, I would have eventually controlled his hand and wrist out of the strap because his wrist, he couldn't keep his knuckles up, and it was getting worse for him. And he was asking for the strap towards the end, and I was like, no, you can have it. And I gave it to him the very last one because I knew it was on my good side. I was just going to smash him. But if it had gone 3-3 and then someone needed to end up leading by 2, eventually when I was on the bad side, I would have just gripped him low and not let him just get that slip and would have got his wrist.
I was thinking if I was about to tell you, but I was filming and make sure your camera is filming. If that's what I do normally, because I go to some little tournaments. I want to make sure the strap isn't fair, right? I want to make sure I'm on the good side. I'm sitting there, I'm switching it, and I want to make sure that if I'm on the bad side and I'm in the straps, I'm gonna try to go for the hook probably if it's a super match. I also want to tell it to you because he was beating you pretty confidently because of the side and strap. I was thinking, cool, have you gone inside?
Yeah. Well, very first round I tried to go inside.
Did you?
Yeah. I set up just to be out, and I loaded with supination and side pressure, and it made no effect. I didn't feel it purchase on his pronation at all. Mm-hmm. And so that's why I then went, all right, top rolling from here on in. Mm-hmm. Once I identified how bad the buckle side was, my second time, so round 3, my second time on that side, I tried to genuinely top roll, lost my hand. It was round 5 on the bad side again. I just said to myself, well, I know that my hand's going to go. Mm-hmm. So I didn't strap to, I strapped with my palm facing Chance. And I tried to just use thumb-based side pressure. I moved him off the go, which I was happy with, but it then was like, there goes my hand control, and it's all downhill from there. But I would have liked to. I honestly feel like I would have won 5-1 in the proper strap. If the strap didn't feel so bad on the other side, I feel like I was my hand and wrist was getting further ahead of him as the rounds went on. and I feel like I would have controlled it more so. But anyway,
How
I'll take the win as it is.
you said you saw some money.
I did. I'm so grateful for not having to pay Chance $500.
Do you think you're gonna continue because it's just your first when you start doing these polls? This is your first poll and your first opponent. Are you gonna continue to the list that you officially you made at first?
Yeah, well, I like this YouTube series. I think that it's a cool concept. I really enjoyed the fact that YouTube got to choose who I was taking on, and I'd like to do more. It's going to all come down to whether I can fit it into the schedule. Depends on how many matches WAL offer me this year. I do want to attend the Zloty again. More experience there is necessary. So between all that, yeah, I want to do at least one more of these this year. I've already had messages from a lot of people saying, "Hey, can this person be the next one? Can this person be the next one?" We had someone telling me that Jose Maya or someone.
But Jose, he's really good left-handed.
Okay.
I'm not sure where his right stands, but his left is great. And your
lots,
left
a few
is
people
like,
saying Chad Silvers.
You and Chad will be a good match right hand because I want to pull Chad right hand because after what I get to him left, I feel like people say he's a lot stronger right, but I feel like because of my setup, because I'm nowhere near as powerful as Chad, but because I cheat gratefully in the straps, I got the God-given opportunity of being a retired arm wrestler who can do things in the straps other people can't.
Yeah.
I want to see if I can do it right hand.
Yeah.
Like that's what I'm wondering. But Chad is also like.
I've seen footage of him where he looks like an absolute killer. Like if he gets control, the hit that comes after his control is monstrous.
He's like kind of awful arm wrestler because he will follow you to your pad and he'll lose some like really funny calls. But I mean, he's been arm wrestling. Like he's in pulling John. Like on the bagger, you can see him there.
Yeah.
Like, he's been pulling forever.
No, that's cool. But if I could choose who I would face in the random YouTube league, it'd be Dan Mosier. It just needs to be clarified, me and Dan.
It does, though. It does.
It does. I love Dan. I think he's a great dude. I think he's a killer arm wrestler.
Dan is super nice. Yeah.
But we need to know the whole story with me and Dan. He obviously beat me 6-0 the very first time back in 2018.
Which I won my Australian trip from there. I just keep winning on betting with you. Against you or for you, I keep winning.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then the impromptu super match that I had with him, the context of that makes everyone go crazy. All the people who are Dan fans say, "No way is it valid, he was too tired, he'd just pulled the tournament, Ryan hadn't pulled it, yada yada yada." And all the people who think it is valid say, "Yeah, but Ryan had pulled Dallas Langston the night before and he was sore too."
That's what I'm on that side because it's like I see pulling 2 days is hard. I think pulling 2 days is harder than pulling the same day and after. So I'm kind of on your side for that match, but
I think that it's
all
I
speculation.
think that match, for the context of what it was, it is what it is. I won it given that context. Who would win fresh? We will. I want to know.
What about? Well, you also have your story with Justin too.
Well, that'll happen in WAL. I'm just hoping, or praying, and assuming that WAL will give that to me this year. I think that's the most marketable match in the middleweights. And speaking of marketable match in the middleweights, Neil Pickup, what's he posting? A whole list of things?
Yeah.
Bring that up.
Let's see. Yeah.
Neil Pickup, guys.
Yes.
If you're not following Neil Pickup on social media, you should, because he's effectively the matchmaker. I don't know if I'm allowed to say that, but Neil Pickup is effectively the matchmaker for WAL.
He's not like the male, but he's
the man.
Other people have
He's the puppeteer master, the puppet master, whatever you call those puppet people. What is a puppet person called?
I'm the wrong person. I barely speak English.
Yeah, that's right. You're Russian.
I don't know what you want from me. Okay. Oh, I think he added Sam from the.
Okay, so read that post out to us. Like just so everyone.
So basically, Neil Pickup posted a list of names that he would like to see in WL season this year. Some of them, because me and you know some insight, we already know what's gonna really happen. But some of them make zero sense to me. Some of them interesting, right? So the first one already horrible. Devon Larratt, Michael Todd. I don't want to see that for sure. Giannis Amalin versus Sam Harris.
That should happen. Giannis deserves a shot at the title.
Yeah, it's gonna be interesting. Yeah, it's just
think
kind
you-
of random-ish. I don't know.
Like
Like,
Giannis is the previous hammer holder.
yeah, they're both good, but like,
So
I want a
he's-
history.
Well, Sam's been sitting on the top for a while, and Giannis was a previous hammer holder. He kind of didn't have many matches. He's come back last season, beat Tom Holland. I think it makes sense. Given that Katowski's out injured, like if Katowski was in still, I would say Giannis and Katowski.
Yeah, but
or
Katowski
something.
should not be there. He's all like huge and cutting. It's just horrible story. Like I don't want Tony that weight over there unless he's there.
Anyway, who else we got?
Then another horrible match. It's gonna be good. Ryan Espy versus Todzilla. It could be a good match, but I'm just like, stop torching Todd. Like, bro, like
Well, Todd's only what, like realistically, like when Todd came to Australia, he was 220 pounds.
Mm-hmm.
And so Todd's always going to be in that range of 220 to 240 at the max.
As he's pushing though, like I think he's like healthy, like 200, 220.
Yeah,
kind of.
yeah.
He's not that huge, so they just throwing him. Hey, how about you go pull it?
Yeah.
Like,
But I actually think it'd be a good match. I don't think SB would just steamroll him. I think that.
because I don't say Ryan is that great right hand. Ryan is good left hand.
Yeah.
So that could be a good one. Then we have girls, Irina Gladkaya versus Malin, which is
That's awesome.
I'm not talking about it.
That's awesome. I mean, Marlon needs to get herself a hammer. I mean, it was a weird context for her at 504 last year where she beat Fia, but there was no exchange of a hammer. Fia's still the hammer holder.
Yeah.
So Marlon, I don't know what they're doing with Marlon, but Marlon's clearly a killer, and against
Marlon just kind of like reached a milestone, right? Because she have never won Worlds before, and she just won it like last year or something.
I'm certain she's never beaten Arena either, so that would be a big match.
Exactly. So she making this little milestones like did for past 2 years. So she having a great time right now.
Yeah.
Danny Tash versus Brent Rikers.
I love Danny Tesh versus anyone, but Brent Rakers, I haven't seen him in the flesh yet.
I'm gonna chance Short beats Rikers.
Oh, sorry, Tesh will beat Brent then.
Okay.
Danny is strong. Danny is strong. Like if there's one word to describe Danny, it's just strong. Anything. If I fight arm on arm with Danny, it's just an overwhelming sense that it's going this way. We've got to press these buttons more often. Sorry again, YouTube, you're missing out on all this great audio.
Okay. Well, I think the story was when Chance went to the tournament where he beat Nick Zina. Because he went to overalls, he beat Rikers there, and I think Rikers ended up beating him again. So they kind of went 1-1, but I think Chance beat him first match. So that kind of gives you the perspective that Danny might be just too strong.
Well, based on what I felt from Chance yesterday, I would back Danny to beat Chance. What I felt yesterday, for sure.
Yeah, because Danny beats you, right?
Danny's beat me 11 times. I've never beaten him.
I beat you like 10 practice-wise, that counts. I lost to you bottom 8-3-0, great time. Joel Hudick and Frode Hoagland. That's a great match.
That's a good match.
That's a great match. I would like to see that one.
That's a good match.
It's a grinder, they're both kind of staying up arm wrestlers. Jamie Sheldon versus Adam Wilmot.
That's good. Adam's building brand, and I like what he's doing, and Jamie Sheldon at the same time, he's on a steady climb. I think it's been a while since he's lost. I think his last loss was to Cobra, like 2 years ago or something. Jamie Sheldon. He beat Alan Fisher last season.
Yeah. I would love to pull Jamie Sheldon.
No, he lost to Jeff Hale. He lost to Jeff Hale 2 seasons ago.
Oh, did he? Okay.
Jamie. But anyway.
Okay, then horrible match. Like this ginger dude gonna get destroyed. This is Brandon Mulville versus Ryan Bowen.
Yeah, the whole Brendan Lemon Mulville Hill thing versus me. I obviously did that podcast with him. I don't know whether it's gonna happen or not, but
it's
clearly,
it's a good match, I think. Right?
Clearly, it's a match that Neil likes.
Yeah.
And I think he wants to give Brandon a crack, and he's making me a gatekeeper or something. I don't know.
Yeah, it's because we know that Brandon is great and he have good wins, but he's also like he needs more people to beat, just like always kind of sort of.
I would describe him, if I was to face him, I would think that he is going to be weaker than Chance, but more technical than Chance.
Well, you know what? Yeah, there's been a talk between Chance and people were talking about both of them because they're kind of similar
Mm.
here and there, which I didn't know. Anyway, Jerry Caderet versus Gennady Quiquina. Gennady, which
Yeah, that's cool. Gennady versus anyone is cool.
can it happen though? You think Gennady like
I
PL?
know. I don't know whether he's signed or anything, but I know that they've been wanting him. So, to
But
me,
Gennady will kill Jerry though.
you think you'd kill him?
Yeah, because Jerry does great against like top pullers, right? Because it's in a good
Gennady can
spot.
pull everywhere, can't he?
But Gennady is good side pressure puller. He'll just crush him inside. He have crazy side pressure. There's no stopping. I think it's a great mismatch.
Yeah.
I don't want to see.
Well,
I don't want to see that.
Gennady's a genuine threat to
Anyone.
the hammer.
Mhm.
So they've got to give him an opening round. And if Devin was pulling Michael, I guess the only one left is Jerry.
Mm-hmm.
Unless they're going to give him someone step down from Jerry. Like, who do they give him then? What, Matt Mask or something? Gennady would...
Well, Matt Mask by the next match gonna pull Wade Widners.
Wayne Withers.
Yeah, and
Okay. Well, Wayne's done enough that... Yeah.
yeah, Wayne been killing people. Yeah, he beat Matt like 3-0 or something.
In a
miss-
tournament where we're
in
going to say
misses-
it didn't mean as much to Matt as it would mean if it was a WAL. We
Exactly,
see
yeah.
a different fired up version of Matt if that is the case.
Yeah, we still made people, now doubting Matt and giving Wayne an opportunity. So it was a great opportunity for both of them to pull there now, having as a match
Mhm.
for both of them. And yeah, it'll be interesting to see. Catherine Mook versus Nancy Locke.
Catherine who?
Next match.
I love Nancy Locke, but I don't know who Catherine is. Where's Catherine from?
No idea.
Sorry, Catherine, if you're watching.
I can press.
Oh, she's tagged in it.
Catherine Mook. Oh.
Katarina Mook.
Catherine.
Katrin.
Yeah. She won. So she won. She won WL17 lighter weights. I see.
Okay.
Isn't she like some European chick? Anyway.
Anyway, it's on there.
No, it doesn't.
It's on Neil's list.
Yeah.
Who else we got?
Brandon Dye versus Tom Holland.
I don't know Brandon.
Brandon Dye is like a washed up arm wrestler. Just keep arm wrestling, even though he like retires and comes back almost every year. He been retired. He been retired since I started arm wrestling.
Okay.
And he been coming back on and off.
I thought Tom Holland was injured as well. So
I don't know. Well, Brandon Dye keeps coming back, and I think he might recently beat Corey Miller or something. But
okay.
and he been always in the same spot with like Corey Miller and those guys. Like, but I don't think he's active to be there. But
Okay.
anyway, Jordan Davis versus Patrick Burke.
Yeah.
We're not talking about Jordan
No,
Davis.
you guys know that I'm gonna always throw my support behind Jordan Davis. He's a killer. I think Jordan Davis could beat Sam Harris. I don't think he could beat. Hey, turn that stuff down. I think Jordan Davis could beat Sam Harris. I don't think he could beat Giannis. I don't think he could beat Tony, but I think that he could beat anyone else in the WL roster. That's how dangerous Jordan Davis is.
No, I see Jordan Davis in Flash, and not impressed. Alan Guerra versus Nicholas Nansat.
Yeah, that's cool. I'm down for that. I'd like to see that. I'd like to pull Nicholas myself even. Just for the obscurity of it.
But I don't see the grinder, right? I don't think Alan's hook is that established that Nicholas might just blast through him.
Well, no, I don't think Nick has the side pressure to just blast through. When I took Alan's wrist, I couldn't just go.
But I think
Nicholas?
with all the respect to you, right? I think Nicholas have way more back pressure. Just
No,
different angles.
he doesn't have finishing pressure though. He'll take the control, but then no
Sometimes
way.
it's just enough though. Like if you look
Yeah.
at Matt Mask, Matt have zero side pressure compared
I would
to
actually
others.
back Alan Guerra to flop press Nick. Shut up. Alan, you're the man.
Another terrible match. Doug Ehrlich versus Minduaga Starasitis.
That one I will agree that sounds terrible. From what I saw of Doug, he's not at Mindaugas level.
No, Minduaga will kill him first of all. Second of all, Doug Ehrlich, every match Doug Ehrlich pulls, he quits arm wrestling right after that. So
Yeah.
it's another like Brendan Dye situation.
Yeah.
Brendan Dye and Doug Ehrlich. That's a good match.
Mindaugas could and probably will take the hammer if he ends up in WL.
Yeah.
I think he is the best that
He's
weight on the planet.
really good, yeah.
Unless they put Crazy George in there, I don't see anyone beating Crazy George in the WL arena.
If if they're super
Like people
fast.
struggle to beat him in one round, let alone a super match.
Yeah, but he occasionally gets flashed by like 2, 3 tier pullers though in Canada.
Yeah. Okay.
But yeah, I agree. It's gonna be interesting in the full match. Sarah Backman, Fia Isaac.
Yeah, do it.
Yeah.
Sounds good. Everyone will love that.
Yeah. Eduardo Tiete and Engine Terzi.
Ooh.
Engine Terzi kills him.
Yeah, Engine's
Engine
the man.
Terzi,
He's
yeah.
too experienced.
Yeah, Tiete is good, but Tiete like came to Florida and he lost to Noel, right? Like so, I don't. Even if he goes up level, I think Engine still got it. He's
Hang on,
still.
did I meet Noel yesterday?
No, he did not.
You didn't show it to
No,
me?
no.
Okay, I was
He's
expecting
probably,
him.
He's probably working. He'll kill you anyway. Eddie Hall versus Rob Vigent.
Oh! I can
Do we have?
It's great
do
for
we have to talk
Eddie.
about?
Very quickly, it's great for the publicity side of things, but it's not really a match at all. Let's face it.
And
it's not a match.
and it's not sellable too. Rob is looking way too good to pull.
Yeah.
Jordan Davis and Eddie Hall.
That'd be more interesting.
Yeah, like I don't want to see jacked RVJ pulling Eddie Hall.
Yeah,
Like, he's
there's nothing that Eddie could do to. He just obviously Eddie's a strong human, but everyone who comes from outside the sport, and Eddie is tremendously outside the sport. He's not. He's dipped his toe the slightest bit gripping up with Neil, but he hasn't developed the arm wrestling awareness and the specific strengths to protect against an RVJ. It'd be horrible.
They need to give him like Craig Sanders. Come on, Neil. You have your boy. Like, it's either somebody skinny and strong at the same time, so we don't have.
Yeah.
So, like,
At least that looks good. Like if someone like Jordan Davis beat Eddie Hall on the
but
camera,
at the same time, we need
people would go, "What the hell?"
At the same time, we need somebody that's strong. Like we don't want Eddie
Because we don't want to put Eddie down too much. Would Eddie be willing to lose to a skinny guy?
We don't want Eddie to actually beat the skinny guy because now it's going to be not interesting.
Eddie wouldn't beat Jordan. He'd lose.
Okay. Hermes Gasparini versus Marcio Barboza.
Yeah, that's a good match.
That's a good match.
That's a good one. I like that one, Neil.
Sasha Andreev versus RVJ.
Yeah. Anyone that comes from that European list of names that are genuinely respected elites, I would love to see them in there. I would think that RVJ would win that match given the style that Sasha pulls. Because like for instance, Todd Hutchins has beaten Sasha a couple of times, no dramas. So he doesn't have the side pressure that Todd Hutchins has, and I think that RVJ would control his hand and wrist.
Oh, yeah, okay, now you said it, it is an interesting match. Plamen Dimitrov versus Pauline.
Ooh, I gotta go with Plowman on that.
Yeah,
Plowman's just I think too experienced.
Good technique, good power, like pure top roll. It's
and just too experienced.
it could be a good match if Pauline, gets in correct shape, but Pauline's definitely underdog. It could be an interesting match to see.
Yeah.
But on paper, but it could be very well be downside.
Yeah.
One-sided. Tobias Park versus Micah Yellow.
Yeah. Oh, that's the Tobias from Sweden that I just saw do really well at Zloty.
The big guy.
Yeah. The young guy beat the big guy.
Yeah.
Against who?
Micah Yellow.
Micah, yeah. I love it.
Too random. I think so, but.
Oh man. Is that the list? That was a long list.
Well, he added
okay.
The last time
I thought that was going to be like a 5-minute segment.
No, we ended. We ended like when I told you the first RVJ and Eddie Hall, and now it's like.
But it just kept on
Like
adding. He's adding it live as we.
Yeah, we're about to read and Artem Taranenko lose to all of them.
But anyway, guys, like I said, that was interesting. Because Neil Pickup is essentially the matchmaker for WAL. I think he recommends matches, the producers approve them, but really, if you want to get into the WAL, Neil is the person that puts your name forward. And I'm sure he gets 10,000 messages a week.
You know what?
Saying, hey,
I would love to.
I know who should be in the WAL.
I would love to kill Jordan Davis at WL. I think it's a great opportunity.
You get so hammered so hard by Jordan Davis.
No, I don't think he has power to do anything.
Dude, that I can't keep my wrist against him.
You can't keep my wrist against me.
Oh, your wrist against my wrist against you. Oh my goodness.
I have a torn pec. I'll beat you right now. We don't know the podcast setup.
Whatever.
I'm just like, you know,
$100. Let's do it right now. Right, your right versus my right. I'll let you hit, and I'll catch.
You can hit first, but obviously, you know, I don't have $100 in there, so you might have to go trip to ATM first. That's all I'm saying.
There we go. The buck stops there when the money comes out. But anyway, so that's the WAL season's coming up. Yada yada yada. What else is actually going on in the world of Artem Taranenko? Anything?
In my world, I'm retired arm wrestler. Life is good. Life is good.
What does a retired arm wrestler do with themselves? I heard a rumor that you are going to be taking over the reins of Sarah Backman. In a YouTube sense.
That's the plan. That's the plan.
That's good. I like that.
Sarah, you know, Sarah is a little bit hard person to work with, but
she's one of those people like Travis that has immense potential to command an audience, but no camera skills, no editing skills, and no knowledge of how to do it. So
that's why I'm coming.
So you're gonna pimp that role?
I would like to, because I think people love Sarah enough to watch her do anything, right? And
yes,
you know, especially she can eat too. So food challenges she used right there.
Oh yeah, that's right.
She'll probably kill Derek Smith in food challenge too.
That's actually a great. I didn't realize to think about that.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Because Derek is eater, but the 6-year-old would kill him at this point.
Well, we went to dinner last night, and you guys took me out to the Australian Outback restaurant, and I watched Sarah eat an entree, a main, dessert, and then half of everyone else's that was around us.
Yeah, she got no boundaries. She'll eat everything else of everyone. Yeah, but yeah, I think. I guess my problem, I never thought about that. I think me and Hill maybe talked about it briefly a couple of years ago, but now that I know what I'm doing, I did it with Travis. It took me three or 4 days of hanging out with Travis and of me just filming him, and we got his channel with almost like maybe 10,000 subs right now. After just working with him for 4 days, maybe 5 total because he came down here. So, and we got 1,000 subs in the first day. The monetization approved like in 24 hours. It's a great start. So I know how to make it work on a great level. I know how to make sure that Sarah
you know what the mass YouTube audience expects.
And I know how to make it right. Like I know how to go with her one day and not to come back for 1 month because I have enough stuff, and make sure that I know what people will demand so I can do more. So definitely a great idea. It just
and she's all in on the arm wrestling again now, which is the exciting thing. We heard that when she went to Zloty, that she's back and motivated and wants to be an arm wrestler full time again. So that's cool.
I mean, she's like the you know, we're all pioneers in something, right? She's probably the first arm wrestler out there back in the days that had the biggest arm wrestling page on Facebook, right? It was back in the days. Like she was the only person that had it at the time, and it was like in thousands, 100,000s. Now she doesn't even do nothing. She has 1 million likes on her page. Never done like a single bit of advertising, right? Like me and you, probably pioneers in doing this whole YouTube thing, right?
We're kind of grinding our way up.
Because like now we kind of created a path for other people because hey, you can do this. Like when I started it, like, and you know, I have like maybe 10 videos. I thought, hey, there's an entire arm wrestling. 10 videos, it's whole arm wrestling. I don't know what to talk about. I think you have like over 1,000 videos.
700 something.
Okay, I'm probably a little bit below, maybe about 500. And like in my head, I can pull up 500. Right, I guess more time. So like it's definitely there's more opportunities to film more stuff. So like before that, like nobody really did anything like that. And our stream health just went.
Our stream health has dropped out. We're on the Wi-Fi at the hotel here, the Flamingo Inn. Shout out to you and your poor Wi-Fi. I do apologize for those who are watching this live on YouTube. But hopefully it comes back. We got 119 people on there watching live, and it's just done a nosedive. But anyway, we'll just keep going.
Okay.
And we'll just see if that comes back on, because the Wi-Fi will come back, and we'll have. Have that again.
People are still commenting too, so.
Okay.
I didn't know.
Well, anyway, guys, if you are watching on YouTube and you're seeing this, or go funky and freeze up, do apologize. It's just the internet here at the Flamingo. But back on Sarah. Sarah's got the perfect storm of ingredients for what you need on YouTube. She's
Almost. I think almost.
well, like you said, with the addition of you and someone doing that background, there isn't really anything else that she needs other than consistency in content. Any form of content put out by Sarah consistently will get success if you're driving it and she's willing, basically. I mean, she's a 8-time world champion. She's obviously good looking. Every bloke on the planet wants her to do stuff. I don't want to say anything inappropriate, but we all know what people would be sending Sarah messages about.
I'm just thinking, I never heard really Sarah giving her thoughts about stuff for a long period of time, but I think if we get a group of it, we can answer a lot of cool questions, right? Because she's still pretty knowledgeable about all the stuff, and she's a female. There's not really a big female arm wrestling channel, right? There's people that do like bits here and there, but female arm wrestling, it's whole because we all here talking shit about you, Jordan Davis, and then like how we all horribly good and being delusional and all this stuff, right? But because it's a lot of speculations, right? Versus with female arm wrestling, the levels I guess to this thing, right? We know that Sarah is here. We know that some chick from North Arizona is like here, right? Because the levels are so crazy. So maybe with her channel, she can
bring a lot of people to the sport.
We can bring a lot of people,
and
we can show all the females how she works out like on a regular scale to where like, oh, I'm not even doing half of the shit she's doing, right? Like, because Sarah is definitely a grinder, right?
But she trains a lot.
She trains a lot, and I don't think she thinks about it as anything female specific. I think she just goes and grinds.
Well, I remember that talking to Marlon and Fia about the Swedish culture of strength in women, because clearly the country of Sweden dominates female arm wrestling. The depth of their female athletes is really probably deeper than any other country. And the answer that Fia and Marlon gave me was they said that right from the beginning, when you're a 5-year-old girl in Sweden, you're encouraged to be strong. You're celebrated if you can do 10 heaves when you're 5 years old. Like that's something that's cool, and it's just right from the beginning they're excited about being strong. So where I don't know, in America or Australia or I don't know what it's like in Russia, the women over there are pretty strong, I guess, but
I mean, we have big like
people have they idolize different things. They idolize more so Hollywood and being a star or being a model. Where
I just wonder, is there something to do in Sweden? And that's why, because I feel like if you look at every Russian MMA athlete, they're all from South Park, Russia, where there's like lots of criminal activities, there's not much to do, but because there's not much to do, criminal activity is high, they wanted to reduce it by creating all the sport facilities. So people can go off the street to the wrestling section, and then they end up being MMA. So is Sweden really like shitty country where there's nothing to do? Like, hey girl, like, hey, don't do drugs, go arm wrestle, go arm wrestle, girl. Like, is that what happening there? I don't know. Like, I feel like that's why in America, sport, especially like arm wrestling, is not that great because there's no government support and there's a lot of shit to do. I don't want to arm wrestle. I want to go to McDonald's.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
I don't want to go to Land Shark thing because it took forever for the chicken sandwich there.
I think China's going to be I'm going to bet that in 5 years' time, China is as equally dominant as Sweden in female arm wrestling.
Female? Yeah.
Maybe not 5, maybe 7, but the reason I say that is because their government is now paying them. Chinese government is now paying arm wrestlers. So what that means is if you're in poverty in China, arm wrestling is now a viable means to get your family out of poverty, which means I remember when I saw the announcement from China that they're doing that, 3 months after that I saw a video of like a 5-year-old Chinese girl training so hard, like hitting, and I'm like, what on earth? Where did she learn to do that already? And she's 5.
Well, your parents know that they need money.
Exactly.
Yo, girl, you better go.
And just the sheer population that they have, the numbers of people that we're going to be trying, the cream that will rise to the top of China in the women's and the lightweight men's, is going to be good.
Yeah, we might see somebody.
see.
I don't just think
they're in their first year. China as a country, arm wrestling is in their first year right now, so we're not going to see anything out of China for at least 2 more years. The ultra genetic, gifted ones that worked really hard in 2 years' time will start popping up.
I mean, we already see coronavirus, so we don't know what's going to happen.
Yeah, well, maybe. Yes, it's terrible with this lab. You got to pick a different button. Something else. What else have we got? Yeah, that's more appropriate.
Okay.
Wow for Adam. But anyway, enough on China and.
Well, yeah, what's people saying? What's the?
People are talking about Brazank. People are talking about.
I like how this guy said Kafkas is good at MMA because of culture. And I mean, it's also crime because there's nothing to do in the Caucasian Mountains but eat kinkalis and fight.
How do you? Let's talk about the top 8, 95 kilos.
I can't do that.
You can't do that.
I don't follow that. Who's in top 8 then?
Okay, well, the 4 champions, John Brazank,
John Brazank hasn't pulled in 15 years.
Grigalion Garbayev,
How is he?
Rustam Babayev, and Oleg Petrenko.
Okay, makes
Realistically, they're the one of those 4 is going to win it. The contenders, who else we got? We got Alienkov, Russian, Vadim. We're probably going to have Raymond Zantanovich.
Okay. Is he that heavy? I thought Raymond was a player.
Yeah. I can't remember who else, but there's a couple other Russians or Ukrainians or something that I don't know the names of. But anyway, John is clearly the draw card in a marketing sense for PAL on that.
Mm-hmm.
So I think they're going to give him the draw that he needs because they want John in the final.
Yes, they don't want him to lose right away.
Because I only think that John can really lose to Ongarbayev. So I think that John could beat Oleg.
That's what people are saying right now.
And I think that John can beat Rustam. But I think Ongarbayev might have what it takes to beat the current version of John. But I'm going to be at John's place tomorrow, so I'm going to find out where he's at. If he's motivated, if he's feeling healthy. Obviously, he's at a level that's going to be way too much for me right now.
Obviously. You didn't have to say that.
But can Brazank beat Ongarbayev in your mind? What would you expect?
Yes. It's just such a random match. Like John, I would like to see. I don't want to see John in top 8. I want to see John in WL.
Top 8 pays more. John wins that, he gets 50 grand. WAL's not paying 50 grand to John.
If you can talk some people, I don't know.
Money talks a lot, man, and PAL's paying big money right now for top 8.
Okay.
So, because that's to win it. There's appearance money on top of that, travel money on top of that. So, who knows? I don't know what John's negotiated in terms of appearance money, but
must be high.
It's much more than WAL's.
It must be high because you know the story with Brazank in PAL. PAL Igor used to hate him for like he used to if 3 years ago you'll tell Mazurenko about Brazank, he will go Brazank is nobody. He's only somebody because we promoted him 10 years ago and then something happened like Igor messed up his relationship with Brazank and a whole lot of people.
Yeah.
And then something now happened where he needs them again, and then money negotiated, and they're besties again. So I just feel like not so much
money
inside.
fixes it all.
Yeah, you can. Yeah, exactly. So
Tim Turner saying that he doesn't think that I rate Petrenko. Tim, to answer your question, I do rate Petrenko quite highly. Who's Oleg Petrenko from Ukraine. He won the 95 kilos right arm. He finished 3rd in the overalls.
Who was 2nd place after him?
Vadim Alienkov.
Oh, okay.
But Oleg looked dominant. I gripped up with Oleg in my first round match on my left.
Oh, okay.
But I don't think that Petrenko can beat John. I think John will have enough cupping pronation basically to stop it.
If you're saying that Vadim is 2nd, then Vishwadim was also strong, but I didn't think they're on the Brazank level at this point. But you know what? Also, it's hard for me to rate John over there, not because he's irrelevant to some degree, because he had arm wrestle, he is coming back, but he's also in his day and age, he might get injured first round.
He might. He might.
Which everybody can, right? That's
Yeah.
why I hate when people talk about their own predictions, like, yeah, I'm gonna beat this guy 6-0, I'm gonna bet this money, and it's all aggressiveness is all fun, but then they elbow pass first round, and then kind of funny. So I always think it's funny when people be too confident about themselves.
Yeah.
Like,
no, I don't think John will go in overconfident at all.
Yeah, no, for sure. But I'm just saying, if somebody wants to predict 100%,
It's just hard to bet against John. That's the thing. Like, I think
Yeah.
I agree that there's a lot of factors that suggest that John shouldn't be the favorite. In my head, if I was to open a website betting on this, the opening favorite would be Grigalion Gabayev. Then I would have John. Then I would have Oleg Petrenko. Then I'd have Rustam, and then whatever below that. But betting against John's a scary thing. If John just wakes up his hand enough, then it's John.
I think it's gonna be a problem they're gonna have. Are they gonna pair them like those four people?
Yeah, his opening round will be one of the contenders, so he'll be fine with any one of the contenders.
Well, I don't think they should give him Angar first. I think from what you're saying, he's obviously a favorite.
He might get like a Raymond Antonovich in his first.
Oh,
round.
he can get those people.
Yeah.
Okay, well that's the
his
killer.
first round's fine.
I think he should get Rustam or something, or Petrenko. That's kind of
Well, none of the champions will get each other in the first round.
I got you. So he kills some poor bastard.
I think all four of those champions kill whoever they face in
Yeah.
the first round. But the second round, John will be against one of those four champions, one of those three other champions.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that they will give him Rustam because I think John, if he could pick anyone out of those three, would pick Rustam. Because Rustam is shorter than John, so John can access the pronation fully. And historically, we've seen John roll hookers very comfortably. Where Petrenko is going to be crashing down on him, and Ongabev's going to be top rolling and back
So many
pressure.
different styles there, huh?
Yeah. Anyway, top 8, that's coming up too, all this sort of stuff. WAL's not far away. 601.
When is 601? Like February, March?
April.
April, okay.
It's a while away.
So they have a time to. I'm gonna leave my phone number there real quick. So if Neil is watching, he can do and call me, give me a shot. I can lose to Jordan Davis real quick. I don't have just pay me for the trip.
Yeah. What are they talking about on here? Everyone's talking about WAL has no testing. They're talking about drugs.
Oh.
Everyone's talking about drugs on
Are you
YouTube.
allowed to talk about that?
I think that I don't actually know with certainty. I'm pretty sure WAL does have
That's a good
a
topic.
policy on it.
That's a good topic. That
But
I think I've heard from somebody that WL might test people. And I think it will change a lot.
Well, I think as the sport grows, if the league grows, all those sorts of things, it becomes more and more likely.
Yeah, but it will. I think it will change some people will stop participating for sure. Some people will just stop. I'm not doing that. We will see lots of people changing weight classes suddenly, right?
Yeah.
If somebody is still committed, then we will have normal looking 65 guys again, right? Because before WL started, we talked about it on Friday. America used to have lots of good 154 guys. A lot of them, not even good, just a lot of them. WL come in with that 165, 195 class. Now we have 165 guys that look like they're 200, and it's just crazy. And 154 guys stop arm wrestling because that 165 guys just became way too big for them.
They're just too big, yeah.
Yeah, so WL definitely shaped American arm wrestling in a very weird direction, where it's kind of like short arm wrestling to some degree, because now we have all these people just destroying their health for a hammer. Bro, you can go to Home Depot and buy a hammer.
It's all about the glory, man. It's all about the glory.
If you think about it, Tony Kataski have way less YouTube followers than me. That's all I'm saying. And I can go to Home Depot and buy a hammer.
You making a career out of this yet, or what? You working for Dan Woolley or
I
something?
mean, you fired me. A
Yeah,
couple of
I
months
did. I
ago,
did have the money to keep up.
I was about to quit. Yeah, so for those who don't know, Ryan told me a couple months ago, bro, quit your job. I'll be paying you good. I'm like, so he was paying me.
I mean, I paid you for a good few months.
Yeah, and I was in the rush. I'm about to quit my job, like right there. I was thinking. I talked to my boss. Then Ryan says, "Hey man, the money have to stop." I'm like, bro, you told me I have to quit
well,
my job.
I spend money, obviously, in my business, I spend money on advertising. And so what I did was I took it out of the advertising and put it onto Artem. And
It didn't work out.
basically, I was spending too much too quickly. And I'm like, I'm going backwards. I gotta have no money to do anything soon. But anyway, I'm a big believer that the sport will make it. And collectively, there's going to be, this time in 3 years' time, there's going to be so many more people that can call arm wrestling a career. And I think you're going to be one of them. Top Roll King Productions / working for Sarah on her channel / working with me, whatever.
There's definitely a potential. It's just so much further than if we were having like financial channel or makeup channel, right? Because like, arm wrestling is still a very niche, but there is money to it, right? Like we have Alex as an example that you could make him really big,
Yeah,
right?
Alex is killing it.
Yeah, Alex is killing it.
I don't know what his money is now, but he's killing it.
I know it's
I've
not
seen figures and they're good.
it's not as big as you think. He doesn't make 6 figures, I know for sure. But I mean, now he's more aiming towards those viral videos, so he might be close enough to the 6-figure thing. But
You don't think 6 figures?
no, because I remember you told me that number, and then he told me the real number.
No, I saw the number.
You saw the number.
He didn't tell me number. He showed me his earnings for the month.
Yeah, he
Like
did.
that.
But then
and I saw them.
But
and
then,
I'm like,
but then he told me it was
that would have equated to 6 figures.
it was just 1 month. That's it. After that, it
died
dropped
off.
down by I'll say 4 times less than that. By
okay.
the number you told me. So because you're not gonna tell it, but he's definitely making more than all of us. First
Yes.
of all, right? So
He's just cracked 500,000 subscribers.
did he?
Yeah.
Oh,
he's
that's-
just like last week, I think.
That's great. I mean, that's great for all of us, really. Even though his content is a bit different, like we all do different stuff. I think me and you kind of similar
Yeah.
to a degree. Like I
Just
do.
I'm a better arm wrestler.
Hold on. You're not.
Hang on, who won the bottom 8 last year? Who did I beat in the final?
You. I was second place, so I was up there.
And who beat you?
That junior guy. But hold on. We're talking about half of your body, though.
What are you claiming I'm heavier than you in?
No, I'm saying about your right side.
Okay. You want?
If it, you
I
know,
think,
you know,
do you think? I think if you and I had a left match, legit,
I'll just
it'd be
show you.
close.
I'll just show you that.
you destroy me.
Like this.
Just, I'm gonna edit up a training video from yesterday. I'm sure there was a moment there in a hook where I was able to stop you and outlast you.
The first time or the second time when you beat me there?
I just remember I pulled what's his face, Max Tobin after you because I beat you on left.
Well, the first time we pulled, I
if you
pretty much.
bring out your top roll, it felt nasty. But when you came into a hook with me, I had.
Yeah, I'm not hooking left, but that's why if me and you gonna pull a match, I'm not going for the hook, right?
Yeah,
Like I don't have hand on my left, like at all, like I don't have hand on my left hand.
Yeah.
So like I don't have cupping much. I'll just go for the top roll setup.
Yeah,
so.
it is a twisting weird top roll that you got there too. I don't
Well,
know.
yeah, because I do, you know. I'm retired. So
You're retired, okay.
I'm okay. If you want to have a match, left hand, just let me know. I'll we'll do something. But I'm still a retirement person. You know what? That's exactly the reason I'm retired, right? Because you're not saying that Jordan Davis will beat me, which is like, exactly. Which is, it aggravates me inside because now I kind of want to prove, but at the same time I have to realize, hey, like
You don't care anymore.
Yeah, I have to make sure, like, because it
It
messes
is
up.
it is a hard sport to retire from.
It messes up with my ego, and I'm like, dude, I don't care. Jordan Davis can beat me. I'm fine. I should be fine with it, right? I
Yeah.
don't have to care, but the ego is still there. So that's why it's a great thing to learn about when you quit arm wrestling. Is the idea that you have to learn how to stop caring about all those things, because you'll see people in practice be a little aggressive and like jumping you and like killing. Oh, dude, I'm here to get wasted and enjoy myself. Like, that's all. And I can still beat Ryan Bow with left hand. That's all I'm saying. Good time. Good
well, I
time.
know I can beat Chance left-handed too. That surprised me. I didn't expect that. His left is bad.
I mean, me and you pulled Friday left hand, and it was even worse. Yeah, so I came to his hotel Friday night. He like, can you beat Chance? I'm like, yeah, like I didn't really feel him left hand. Like, well, let me see. And
Yeah. But that was over this desk though.
hey,
A lot of separation.
if you think about
A
it,
lot of ease for your top roll.
if you think about it, his circle table is a really great table for freedom arm wrestling.
Yeah, Devin said he tried and they continuously spinning.
It's cool, right? No, I kind of like workout there. You know what? I did love freedom arm wrestling after the bottom 8. Cause, oh, you left, you bum.
No, I didn't pull the freedom.
It was so great.
I played around with it with Juji, but I didn't pull.
I still wanna like I don't wanna host tournament because it's very stressful for me. I'm trying to make it the top notch. But if I were to throw a small little shiki tournament, I would like to make it freedom here because I think it's so cool.
Yeah. Well, I don't like freedom, but I like what I saw in the arm sumo. I'm planning on making
Isn't it the same thing?
It is, but they've done it better. They've got a more established culture around it, and their whole sport over there is much more. Like arm sumo is bigger than arm wrestling over there. There are more clubs, arm sumo clubs, than arm wrestling clubs. And watching the way that they execute, you can see the experience level is way beyond what you see on a freedom table. Freedom table looks slow compared to arm sumo. You haven't seen the video of Devin pulling?
I've seen, but it's the same thing to me.
But that dude was a weapon. The way that they move, just.
Oh yeah, if you get used to it, you definitely can do some killer moves. Like I have no idea. I didn't listen to bottom 8 rules, neither to freedom rules. I just made people explain it to me real quick. What's going on, and like I think Evan explained it to me, and he showed it to me. I'm like, okay, I'm gonna get, and I was moving great, really. Like I was able to move around. But,
well, I think it being a technical arm wrestler becomes more valuable. If you're a low IQ, table IQ arm wrestler, you're gonna get smashed.
Yeah, because you're just gonna be trying to do the same thing. You're gonna be just staying in one spot and doing things. But if you know that you can go here and come back, like I was trying to escape, not to lose. Like I'll run to one side, to other side, and still lost. But it was a great ranking experience, really.
Yeah, no, it's so good. Hey, Artem, I reckon we might wrap it up because we're struggling with this video again. Unless there's any announcements you want to tell the arm wrestling world, you got anything good?
Me? I don't know. Let's see. Frozen video, Winston Hughes.
Ken Ryan beat Schoolboy. Timmy Turner's asking. That Schoolboy came second or third in the poll that created the match with me a chance, and could I beat Schoolboy? I've never seen Schoolboy in the flesh. Obviously, he's big. His brother tells me that Schoolboy would beat me convincingly, but I don't know.
Right hand. I will have to bet on you probably. I don't think he can beat you there. Like, no.
Yeah.
I don't think.
I don't know what his game is. I don't know whether he's